Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today. Today's video is going to be a what I've watched video, but I've decided to actually change up the format a bit and I've decided to try and film weekly, like do weekly reviews. I tried doing this like back at the start of last year and I lasted, it went for about a month before I switched to like going to monthly reviews. So this series has gone through quite a bit of changes, but I've just decided to try weekly and see how I go with that, because I have been actually watching a lot of like films and TV shows lately, and so I figured this way I can just do everything in one video, like what I've watched over the week, and then I can just and they also include like if I happen to read a book or things like that. But just see how it goes. I've also decided I'm not going to finish off like catching up with like when I was the 6 months where I didn't do any videos, or the 3 months or whatever it was where I didn't do any videos. Because I've decided just to focus now and then the future ones, so I won't be talking about the TV shows I watched, like I've watched in that time, and pretty much anything I've done media like format related, whether reading, cinema, etc. I won't go back over everything that I've done except they'll all just be in this series. That's it basically in a nutshell. So I'll just get straight into it. First one is the TV show I finished watching this week, and that is Warehouse 13 season 1. Prior to watching this, I think I'd only ever seen bits and pieces like off TV, and I'd never seen a full episode. But now that I've watched it, I actually had a lot of fun with this show. It's sort of got the mix of, it's fun, like it's just like a fun sci-fi show, but it doesn't have like, it's not that heavy in the angst. It's sort of there's certainly like drama involved, but it's not like the main part of it. It's like all like the focus is always about the alien artifacts and trying to recover them, and I really like the relationship between the two main characters, whose names I'm actually forgetting right now. I know the female one's Micah, but I can't think of the male partner. But they have great chemistry together, and they work really well, like as a team, and I like I'm forgetting everyone's names. Sort of like the guy they report to, who's in charge of the warehouse. Keep in mind I'm only just finished season 1, so I don't know exactly obviously what happens in the future seasons, and especially given how season 1 ended, that sort of got me a bit worried. But I really do actually like this show. And also how do you pronounce the names? The actress who plays Mrs. Frederick, she's in NCIS New Orleans now as the coroner, but it was cool seeing her in the show. I mean, I knew she was in it, but I liked her character, so anyway, that's Warehouse 13 season 1. I do have season 2, so I can start that when I'm up to that point. So so that's the TV show that I watched, and now just into the movies. I finished my rewatch of the Marvel Cinematic Universe up to Captain America Winter Soldier. Reason why I haven't watched Guardians of the Galaxy yet in this rewatch is because it hasn't arrived. Because I ordered it from the UK, and because it had the same release date as Doctor Who Series 8, so I thought, you know what, I'll order both of them together, and then surely they will arrive before it's released here in Australia, which it came out on Thursday here. And as I suspected would happen, my package hasn't turned up, and it's now available, so I could have just gone and picked it up. But yeah, so I'm a bit annoyed, but I'm hoping it will be here by Monday so I can finish off the rewatch, because I had a lot of fun going through the MCU, and yeah. The Avengers is still my favourite, I think, out of all of them, but I think the films in Phase 2 were a lot stronger than their Phase 1 counterparts. Like, but I think that had more to do with, well, with the exception of the Iron Man films, because I think Iron Man is, the first one, is still the best. Even though I did actually prefer Iron Man 3 to Iron Man 2. I know a lot of people are mixed on, like, Iron Man 3, but I never really had that much of a problem with it. But yeah, and also, like, with, you know, Thor the Dark World, Captain America Winter Soldier, yeah, I love both of those films, and yeah, so I'm really excited for Avengers Age of Ultron. So, yeah, I can't wait till that's released. But, yeah, so hopefully as I said, Guardians of the Galaxy will show up so I can finish the rewatch up to this point, so. But, then I watched Johnny English. I've seen the films before, but, it's been a while, and I had them watched the first one on DVD. So I was, like, watched it on, like, Blu-ray, so, yeah, it's really, you know, it's got Rowan Atkinson in it, so it's like, you know, it's going to be slapstick style comedy, but yeah, just a lot of fun, like, obviously, like, James Bond spoof, but, yeah, it's stupid fun. I do like the film, so, and then I rewatched Anchorman. I had a lot of fun with this. It's been a while since I've actually seen the first one, because I saw the second one in the cinema without rewatching the first one, because first time I saw this, like, first and last time I saw this film was, like, back in 2006, so, yeah, but I still liked it, and yeah, it's still, as I said, a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a great comedy. Yeah, I actually think my favourite one is, like, when they're competing for the, like, anchor and, like, anchor position, and he's trying to hold on to his job, and she ends up sabotaging it when, she puts in, fuck you, San Diego. That whole bit is hilarious, I think, so, that's probably my favourite part, next to the, first Battle of the News Teams, even though I do actually like that battle scene better in the second one, because obviously they expanded on it, but that scene's still fun to watch, but yeah. But anyway, that's Anchorman, and then I get another rewatch. I watched The Peacemaker. I've always liked this film. It's been a few years since I've seen it, but I thought, do think Nicole Kidman and George Clooney work really well together in this film, and, you know, it's like a Cold War, I guess, esque thriller. So yeah, it's, yeah, plenty of, like, you know, action and suspense, and I do like the film. And then I rewatched The Expendables, and because I was under the impression Expendables 3 was getting released, like, this past week in Australia, but it is actually getting released next week, so but I will be rewatching Expendables 2 next week, so I just have the first one that I rewatched, and I love the Expendable films. I still haven't seen the third one, so I will be picking up Expendables 3 and watching it, so I'm just, yeah, rewatching we'll be watching 1 and 2 when I get to them. So, and then I rewatched the first 2 Transformers films, and again, like Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm waiting for Age of Extinction to arrive in the mail, so I haven't rewatched Dark of the Moon yet. I will probably do it this weekend at some point, because I actually haven't seen the film since I saw it in the cinema, going like 2011, and that was the last time I rewatched 1 and 2, because I was like watching them before I saw the third one. So yeah, because I kind of wanted to wait so I could watch Dark of the Moon and then I could watch Age of Extinction, but yeah, it hasn't showed up yet. But this one I'm not as anxious, not so much because I don't want to see it, I do, but I got it on sale, so I will, you know, allow the extra few days to get here, because it was like on sale for like $23 through JB High Fives, 20% off, so I can't really complain that much, especially if I get it a couple of dollars cheaper. But yeah, and then I finished off the regular movies that I watched. I started my Christmas movie with I don't have one of them listed, but the Christmas films that I have seen, obviously I started with The Muppet Christmas Carol. I seem to have started with this film for the last 3 years, and I love The Muppet Christmas Carol. It's one of my favourite Muppet films. I've talked about this quite a lot in the past, but yeah, it's probably my 3rd favourite Muppet film, next to Muppet Treasure Island and The Muppets. So, but yeah, I just love it, and yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch over Christmas. So, and then the next Christmas film I watched was The Polar Express, and it's a cute animated film about, you know, believing, and it has a really nice message in it, and yeah, I quite liked it. So but yeah, that's my yeah, I think also the animation style is really good. I'm actually curious just to see, wonder what it would look like in 3D, because I know it has a 3D release, but obviously I don't have a 3D, well, I don't have a 3D TV, and I also don't have a 3D like player, so I can't actually play 3D films, even though I do have a couple of them. But yeah, they will most likely be future purchases down the line when I'm a bit more financial. But yeah, anyway, I do like The Polar Express, and the last Christmas film that I've watched so far is The Holiday Inn, because it just got released on Blu-ray. I have seen the film again, but I'd forgotten how much of a prick Fred Astaire's character is in this film. Like, I wanted someone to actually punch him. He was that annoying. Don't get me wrong, I love Fred Astaire, like, and he was, like, you know, really good in this film, because, you know, I love his, you know, his singing, his dancing, and he and, like, Bing Cosby, played off really well against each other. But, yeah, I don't like his actual character in the film, but, yeah. But I still like it. I still watch the, like the black and white version, the original. I believe it's the original, how the film was first released, because they did a colour version, which is on the Blu-ray, but I haven't seen it, and I probably won't, because, yeah, I don't mind the occasional black and white film, so. And going to the last film that I have in that to talk about, and that is Exodus: Gods and Kins, because I saw it in the cinema yesterday, and I actually really liked it. It's not quite what I was expecting it to be, but you know, I think it like it all played out pretty good. I mean, I'm not religious in the slightest, but I thought for, you know, story based on like a biblical source, I thought like, you know, I actually did like how the story played out. I liked, actually did like Christian Bale as Moses. I know there's been a lot of controversy over the casting, because, you know, they had two white leads in a story set in the, like, Egypt, where, you know, they wouldn't really have been any white people. But I think going aside the whole colour aspect, I did still like the story. And yeah, except for the part with the whole plagues, it was like all my worst fears in like one thing right after the other. Like yeah, I don't like frogs. I think I've mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I have a slight fear of frogs, except for Kermit. He's the only frog that I like. So, but obviously they weren't Kermit frogs, the plague, and yeah, that was, and then the flies and locusts and yeah. But I did actually think the whole parting of the sea was quite cool. And yeah, it wasn't actually like a literal passing, like he didn't go like, I command you to part like that, but it was kind of like it's kind of like a tsunami, which some like sources, like I know some people, like historians, have actually claimed that it was theoretically possible for, you know, the sea to have parted at that point. Like going, like historical evidence, so I think, was it the Minoan eruption of Thera, that was when that happened, it could have triggered a tsunami, like as far off as like Egypt, so, or like in that particular point, so yeah, that was kind of cool. And because I was expecting like a literal, you know, the seas to part, and then, but yeah, that I thought that way was done. I think it had a but yeah, it was, yeah, different to what I was expecting it to be, but like because I wasn't really too sure what to expect, and I know it's gotten quite mixed reviews, but you know, for a Ridley Scott film, I did quite like it, and I gave it an 8 out of 10. So that was my like little review of it. I know it's not very detailed or anything, but I liked it. So and with that brings me to the conclusion of this first installment of my weekly reviews. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and until my next video, I will see you guys next time. Bye!